What's up, everybody? It's Mods Cage Radio. It's been a minute. We are back. The Real MMA Hour tonight is brought to you by Visalia MMA Gear and Visalia MMA Gear of Hanford. Eddie's always got the fresh gear, et cetera, and so forth.
And Big Red.
And Big Red. And Barry Bonds and the Giants and pretty much the iPad 2 because he has an iPad 1, so I'm going to get an iPad 2. It's going to be tight. But project, it's been a minute. We've taken a bit of a hiatus.
Took a little break.
I told the people in my last video blog that we'd be doing a show that your kid had wrestling, et cetera, and so forth. Let's talk a bit about the kid because he's been wrestling. You went to a new place that's out there in Selma or whatever, but that's irrelevant. What's relevant is there was some sort of state championship or something.
Oh, this weekend they had the state championship tournament at Selland Arena in Fresno. He did pretty good, man. He went 3-2. He was one away from placing. It's probably the best I've ever seen him wrestle. He switched teams, moved to the Selma wrestling team. They have a really good program. He went from being one of the best kids in the room to middle of the pack kid, and I think that's better for him. He's
cool.
Going to get to grow and improve and get better, and I've seen that already in him.
I forget, the MMA guys, you're all MMA guys to me. You're fighters, you're whatever. I forget a lot of times that you guys are fathers.
Yeah.
And I forget about it. So, Phil the Pain Collins, his kid's in there, so that's
PTP
cool.
was there.
Who else?
Preston Scharf was there.
Preston, my man. Postal Pizzle in this Mizzle Fizzle.
There's a lot of MMA guys that were
How
there.
did Postal P
kids.
do? How did Little P do?
He did really good, man. He got robbed in one of his matches.
Really?
Though, man. I saw his match and he had a kid put on his back and they didn't give him any points, and I think it would have won him the match.
Oh, okay.
I rewatched the video today, and I think Little Preston should have won, man.
Okay.
Yeah, he works really hard though. That kid's physical, man. I like his style. He wrestles hard. My son's not at that level, quite at that level yet, but
you got to get there. Exactly.
Yeah. And Phil's son was really impressive too, man. I was impressed with him too. He did real well. It was his first year wrestling, and to go to a tournament that big your first year,
right?
Like my son wrestled for 3 years before he went to a state tournament. So
I don't know if you heard the Not So Happy Hour on Sunday night. That was the greatest. Phil says his kid comes off the mat and says, "I did really good, Dad, just like you did when you lost to Arlesio."
yeah. He told me the same thing at the tournament before they were gonna leave, and then he had to throw because his son was with him. He had to throw it. Yeah, this is the guy that set your dad up with Alessio.
Yeah.
He just gave me the look like, oh, you dick.
Oh, that's funny. That's outstanding. So any other fathers there, or is that it? Is that all the MMA dads?
I'm sure there was some more, but those are the notable ones. The ones I could think of off the top of my head. Yeah.
All right. So I coached Little League Baseball, and I umpired for years, like all through high school. That was like our summertime job. We used to umpire Little League Baseball and whatnot. Some of these parents were just absolutely out of control. I remember this one mom told me my gonads were out of whack. It was absolutely outstanding because I called her son out. Like, is wrestling parent the same? Like, are there those parents too?
There's some wrestling parents that are really, really bad.
Okay.
Fortunately, with the Selma team that we're with right now, all the parents are really, really good.
Well, that's why you went there.
Yeah, they're great, man.
Yeah.
I've never been around a group of parents for any sport that are
really
that into their kids. And
okay,
you would think a team like that, because they're ranked number 1 in the state, number 4 in the nation.
Okay.
You think sometimes when teams are real good, they're kind of snobby and stuff like that, especially to outsiders coming in,
Right.
And they're really accepting, and they all get along and enjoy each other's time and stuff.
Okay, fantastic. So that was a good weekend and everything. Props to all the kids that participated and whatnot. So, all right, so that's good shit. Good weekend. Did you get to watch any of the UFC?
I did not. I was at Sullivan Arena until like 8 o'clock at night, but I was, checking the updates and stuff.
Okay.
And then I watched some of the highlights.
Okay.
Look legit.
I'm going to have to...
Bones Jones is no joke, huh?
Yeah, I'm going to have to send you some links and whatnot because all the fights, they're online, and I don't want to say it out on loud where they're at.
I don't want Dana White to come to my house, though, and
no,
put handcuffs on me.
It's not your fault that you have the ability to find whatever it is. It's like finding money on the ground. It's not like your fault that you dropped it. You just found it, right?
Yeah, I guess you're right.
So, it is what it is. Sorry, Dana. Okay. Anyway, well, the money that he saves on shampoo, I'm sure, covers the cost of.
Yeah, I know what he goes through. We just wash our hair with soap.
Right. Right. Yeah, you do have the same do. All right. So, the last Tattoo Palace fights, we didn't really do a review or anything. I'm going to be honest with you. It probably had to be the toughest Tattoo Palace fights you had to ever sit through. In my personal opinion, because your boy Juicer, when he was getting beat up, your face was not good, and your ring card girlfriend, not happy, unhappyface.com, and then your boy Ulysses, for 5 rounds, took a stand-up beating.
I was fine the whole time, actually.
Okay.
I'm just happy. Like, if you sit back and you look at like the rankings of that division and how many guys are at Tachi, you know what I mean? And we're just able to have
until the tough shows up and rips all your guys. But we'll get to that in a second.
Yeah, but I didn't care either way. I knew it was tough fights for all of them, and would it have been good for Ulysses to win and Jasur to win? Yeah, sure. But it's also good the other way, you know what I mean? It's not like none of these, and like it's not like all these guys aren't going to continue to see each other in some fashion, you know? They're all going to meet up down the road. And
I say Ulysses beats Juicer. I'll say it here on the air right now. Are you going to back that?
I'm not picking.
Well, see, I thought I could get him to do it.
No, I can't do that.
Useless. I got you.
But obviously, you know what I mean. Ian
beat up Juicer all day.
Ian McCall and Daryl Montague.
Don't even mess with Uncle Creepy.
They were at another level that night, and
Uncle Creepy's nickname's at another level.
Yeah,
dude,
he looked great, man. He looked great. Now, they all did.
Yeah, absolutely. So Uncle Creepy, my favorite fight name right now. Period. Bar none. There's no better name right now. I don't know. There was some dude named Cupcake though. I can't remember what the hell his name is, but that's a pretty good nickname too. But
I like that guy, Doo-Doo Brown.
Oh, Doo-Doo Brown.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie. That is a pretty good nickname too. Yeah. That is a pretty good nickname.
Doo-Doo Brown's dope.
But I saw the 10 craziest fighters on the UG yesterday. Dan Quinn was number 2 on that list. And then I saw some Russian dude that I'd never heard of.
I watched that video today, yeah.
Did you see?
You should have him and Dan Quinn fight.
Holy shit. No, Dan Quinn, dude, no takedowns, no kicks. He would fucking destroy anybody with 4-ounce gloves, bro. I got Dan Quinn.
Let's let those two get out. That dude was headbutting, standing.
Dude, how great was that? Where do you fight that headbutts are allowed? That's awesome.
Did you watch the other video when he beat up the 12-year-old?
Huh?
You gotta go.
What?
Just look the guy's name up when he fights a 12-year-old on there.
Shut up! I did not.
Yeah,
okay,
and then him and the referee get into a fight too.
Oh, dude, yeah. Well, that was a good list of crazy fighters, but I mean, I think some are left off the list. I forgot about Joe-san. The dude that kept getting blasted in the package and whatnot. I forgot that was that dude. That dude's crazy as shit, the Joseon guy.
And Bullet wasn't on there?
Bullet was not on there. You think Bullet's a pretty crazy fighter?
Yeah, he's kind of crazy.
I like Bullet.
I love Bullet.
What's up, Bullet? Yeah, so my microphone's kind of breaking up. I don't know. I may have too much gain here, but whatever. Shout out to my man, Bullet. All right, so the reason I got Barry Bonds here on my tail, we're coming to you from the lab, and the reason we're coming to you from the lab is, one, his kid is wrestling practice right now as we speak, and I got a new puppy, and that little fucker is outside doing whatever he's doing, so shout out to Tatum and the rest of the boys. Ace Dog is the only one that gets to be in the house. He's over here. He's the vice president of Cage Radio, so he gets to do whatever. But basically, the reason that I have Barry, a.k.a. Baroid, on the deal is James Irvin allegedly tested positive. There's really no allegedly to it because you either fucking are pregnant or you're not pregnant. So according to the California State...
Not exactly.
Okay, well, I'm going to let you break it down for me. California State Athletic Commission, they tested his urine. It came up for whatever, and he is suspended. So just like any logical fighter, you go to Poland and take a fight at 185 pounds, and he didn't look anywhere near cracked out enough on the scale to be at 185. So allegedly, according to what I read online, it was 197 that he hit the scale at, and then after 2 hours in the sauna, he made it to 192.
Okay.
So I don't know any more than that.
I don't know what happened. It was in Poland. But I do know that I believe I don't know, but I believe when you test positive for something, there's a number of different things that could trigger a positive test. So what they do is then they go back and they analyze the sample to see what exactly you test positive for.
A lot of things that happen that make you test positive are steroids. I'm just saying. Just saying that's what test is all about.
But also because a lot of the supplements and stuff aren't FDA regulated. There's supplements that can make you test positive for steroids too.
Okay, so now I've been on Facebook. Obviously, we all are, et cetera, and so forth. Christian Printup thinks that Irvin should have a lifetime ban. I go on Gladiator Challenge today, and they have released a statement that allegedly he's tested positive, and they stand behind James Irvin. Period. And they'll welcome him back to GC, yada, yada, yada. And I'm thinking, well, man, that's pretty, two ends of the spectrum and whatnot. Mm-hmm. My personal opinion is, don't you still have to pull off whatever it is that you're trying to pull off? So you can do all the steroids in the world, and George Oliveira is still going to fucking armbar you. There's nothing that's going to prevent... You can't do enough steroids to prevent an armbar, can you?
I guess if you could just
maybe, but I pretty highly doubt that. So basically, I don't know. Did you get to see the fight? Because I posted it on your
technique
Facebook.
Beats strength is what what you're getting at.
Okay, yeah. Right, exactly. It's just like the golf ball. You don't, you're just. It's all skill. It's basically the same thing. It doesn't have anything to do with your size, whether you can execute, get there, yada
That's
yada
what
yada.
She said, huh?
Exactamente. So my man Baroid here, he allegedly took all these steroids and whatnot, but we both know it was flaxseed oil, right, Baroid? So anyway, Barry.
But what you're saying is it didn't help him hit homers.
Well, I'm not saying it didn't hurt, because it would keep you from breaking down. Because I'll go ride my mountain bike or whatnot, feel like I'm like the baddest motherfucker. Like, yeah, hell yeah. And then tomorrow, oh shit. And the day after that, and a couple of more days after that, I forget, you're old as shit, dog. So I used to be able to play 36 like nobody's business out at the golf course. And it's like, after 18, I still want to play 36, but my body's just not having that shit. So it's like, if I was all roided up, maybe my body wouldn't be as tired as it is and is beat down, and I could recover faster, because that's exactly what's up. And here's the other thing. Who cares if everybody in the Olympics is on steroids? I don't care what any of you out there say. Everybody is on steroids. The only people that get caught are the people that don't know how to study. From what I've researched, if you take the human growth hormone, that shit's like out of your bloodstream in a couple of hours.
I don't know. I haven't done my research.
I haven't either.
HGH.
I'm just talking, from what
I know that they don't test for HGH right now.
I don't think there is a test, but here's the deal.
There's probably some kind of
there's really no test. There was really no test, but here's the deal. This right here, I've had the same baseball hat. Okay, I'm a Giants fan. I've had the same sized baseball hat. Period. It doesn't even matter. Okay. This dude's head fucking grew, okay? His cranium fucking grew in size. There are no weights. There's nothing you can do in the gym. Even ask my boy Juan Ramirez. He will fucking tell you. There is nothing you can do in the gym to make your head bigger. You cannot make your fucking dome bigger, period. It does not happen without the use of human fucking growth hormone. It's just all there is to it. So when you're watching these track meets, et cetera, and so forth, and you see these guys with the braces and whatnot, that's to keep their fucking teeth from fucking spreading apart, okay? Because physical changes are going on in these in their bodies. I mean, that's just, it is what it is. That's how I know that Baroid probably did something like that. That's proof to me, because I can relate. I wear a fucking hat every single day. I know what's up. War Giants. War Baroid. Baroid. Okay, so what is it that Irvin has now done? Has he just fucking jumped on a fucking grenade and detonated his whole career with this fight in Poland?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think so. Obviously there'll be some repercussions.
He didn't make weight for one, so that shows unprofessionalism. And then he
didn't make weight, but I don't know what the exact weight was, because they're going to tell you well, he's supposed to be 185, but there's no 185 class over there.
It's in kilograms or whatnot. So he needs to be 17 stones, and he was 18 stones. Let's fucking put it like that.
He missed weight. I'm not saying that, but it's just hard to determine how much he, you know. I saw some reports that said he was like 25 pounds overweight, and then I saw some that said he missed it by 5 pounds. You know what I mean? So it's like, you know, you never know how much. He took the fight on 2 weeks' notice too.
And I got a shout out to the Fallen Angel for turning me on to the UG. I know you've been on the UG and whatnot, but he was like adamant that I check out the UG. I got to shout out the UG. The UG's dope. You can find out a lot of shit when you need to find out shit.
A lot of knuckleheads on there though.
It's cool though. I like all that shit. I've been talking shit to people on there.
There's like 20,000 mots on there.
Dude, some of those dudes are just my balls, dude. Like this faggot Diggity. Fuck you, Diggity, if you're watching my fucking show, you fucking cocksucker. Shogun fucking tapped, and you need to mix in a fucking spell check. And trust me, from a guy that needs a fucking spell check, you fucking cocksucker. So anyway, he can suck me. That's all I'm saying on that. Warberry again. So who are we calling tonight anyway? Like, what's the deal? We got Uncle Creepy on the show?
Yeah, Ian. We'll talk to Ian McCall a little bit about his decision to fight in May instead of sit out and wait for Montague because Montague was injured, couldn't compete in May.
Well, that's kind of interesting because both of those guys, weren't they at the Tough tryouts yesterday?
Yeah, it's very interesting, isn't it? How that works out.
Yeah, I don't want to throw anybody under the bus, but what's up with that? Can you comment anything on that, or we're just not touching that? I'm gonna let you take it any which way you want to.
I'm not very happy about that situation.
Okay.
Not that he tried out for Tough. I'm totally cool with all these guys.
Right.
Going on to the next level.
But if you're hurt, you can't try out for Tough, can you?
Yeah,
that's a problem.
That's a problem.
Okay, I was just checking.
Yeah.
I thought that was kind of weird.
Yeah, it's very weird. You know, I mean, that goes back to what you're saying, lack of professionalism. You know, how do you think someone like Ian McCall felt whenever he he thinks he's getting a title shot in May, and then he gets the phone call, man, Daryl can't go because he's injured, and then 3 weeks later he's at Tough.
I wonder if they saw one another at Tough.
They did because that's how I found out Daryl was there.
Oh, well, then we're going to have to talk to Uncle Creepy about that and find out what's up. Because Uncle Creepy should be able to break it down because it happened to Uncle Creepy.
Yeah. I
love Uncle Creepy. Uncle Creepy's cool people.
Yeah.
So, anyway.
We can get into that right now if you want.
Well, yeah, we can definitely do that. And then I want to throw out I might have it in here, bro.
Okay, good.
I don't know.
Because I have a couple different numbers for him.
Well, I don't know because I'm not that cool. Negative, I did not have this. I did not save it.
All right.
Ulysses.
Come on, dude.
Come on, dude.
Work the iPhone.
What do you know about an iPhone?
Let's see here.
Uncle Creepy.
Hopefully he's not asleep.
Oh, snap. Well, I'll speak on Uncle Creepy's behalf if that's the case.
Uh-oh. There it is.
There it is. Whoop, there it is.
Hopefully he can hear me. Uh-oh.
Text me or leave a message. Goodbye.
All right.
That's brutal.
Well, we didn't do either, Uncle Creepy, but we're a big fan of you. So,
give him a minute or two. We'll shoot him.
It's all gravy and whatnot. So, all right. So, you didn't get to see the fights this weekend and whatnot. I sent you the fight with the Sandman.
Yeah.
It looked identical to what the hell happened to him with George Oliveira or I'm on acid.
Kind of.
It looked like the same movie. It's like it was a different cage.
Yeah.
But dude, it was
a ring.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Dude, did you see the crowd shots though?
Dude,
I gotta go to Poland.
Brutal.
Those girls are freaking unreal over there.
I know.
I gotta get to Poland.
I know. That was pretty solid. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, wow. Okay, so bringing my American pole to Poland. Okay. Anyway, Alessio
He lost too, man.
KO'd?
I didn't read about it.
I heard he got KO'd, bro.
Yeah.
I didn't see that fight, though.
I heard it was a TKO.
Okay. Tomato.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's a little bit.
So, okay, now what happens?
Nothing.
What do you mean nothing?
He comes back and he defends his title. I believe in August. He's supposed to come back in August and defend his title.
Against? Can we say?
No, I can't. I don't know.
Horseshit.
I don't know who the opponent is.
It's called horseshit. I'll read about it on fucking Sheer Dog or on fucking MMA Junkie, I'm sure.
No, MMA Junkie hates me, dude.
No, they fucking don't.
Dude, they're not running my press no more.
Really?
Yeah.
That's solid.
They don't like Touch Bell's fights anymore.
Shut up, dude. How's Morgan going to come here?
I'm not talking about Morgan. Morgan's cool, dude.
Okay.
But the rest of the guys, they're not.
Morgan's pretty cool.
Yeah. Morgan's definitely, he's smart, man. Knows his stuff.
I don't know everybody. I mean, he's never been disrespectful to me, so I'm cool with him.
Yeah.
So, super tight. Anyway, all right, Cage Potato got fucking banned, my favorite website. Well, they're not really my favorite website anymore. They're pretty cool. But they got fucking banned from the UFC for releasing Ariani's Playboy pics early. And the UFC denied them a spot at the UFC Expo, which I thought, man, that's kind of fucking harsh and whatnot. Like, aren't you supposed to go out and scoop shit like that and put it out? Like, I don't understand what was wrong with that.
I don't know. I think it's,
Because, like, you tell me certain shit, and then I don't release it.
Yeah. But
you know what I mean?
But I just think that there's certain things, I don't know. I kind of agree with them.
Yeah, okay. I was just curious.
Because it's from a business standpoint. Like, they're in it to make money. So it's like the singers and songwriters and stuff that their music gets released.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And now, I mean, who's going to go buy a Playboy now?
Everybody.
I mean, the internet. But I'm saying, the numbers are going to drop because you're already seeing it, you're already seeing it all over the internet. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it diminishes the, I wouldn't say the shock value. There's nothing shocking about that. What's good news is Britney's ready to do it. Britney's ready to do Playboy.
Yeah, and someone will release her photos too. It's the same thing. It's the same thing they're doing with the pay-per-view stuff. They're cracking down on all that stuff. So,
is Britney the first ring card girl with tattoos? Because I know she has one on her back, and they don't really have ring card girls with tattoos. I thought.
Yeah, I know they don't.
It's weird. I like chicks with tattoos, but like Strikeforce, they bring out these like, I don't know what the hell those are all about. I'm not a real big fan of the Strikeforce ring card girls. If we're talking about ring card girls, we're calling Uncle Creepy again.
Let's hit him one more time.
I started talking about ring card girls. He's like, "Oh, Uncle Creepy, Uncle Rico, same guy."
Yeah, he told me one time that all the ring card girls were trash.
Who did? Uncle Creepy did?
Yeah.
Wow.
Put him on blast right now.
He's been all over the place, bro. He can do whatever. It's freaking Uncle Creepy. The project set this up, by the way. So if Uncle Creepy doesn't answer, it's because he does not have Mott's secret textoso line.
Text me or leave a message.
Man.
Bye.
See, that's what the problem is. He's got a 949 number, and that's suspect in itself. You dialed 49 into my phone, bro. I don't call the number 49. That's real talk.
That's brutal.
I swear to God, there was this one guy, Charlie Simons, he used to call me all the time, and his fucking, it was 4900 or something like that. I would never call him back, and he'd get fucking pissed. Why don't you ever call me back? I didn't even take his calls. He'd have to call me at the dealership and whatnot. 49's the devil's number, bro. That's just all I'm saying. So,
Yeah.
All right, Uncle Creepy.
Yeah, he's going to take on Dustin Ortiz in May.
Okay, what time is it? Because I'm going to call him real late at night tonight, like 3 o'clock in the morning to get the exclusive, because I figured he should be up. I figured if you're sleeping now, bro, you should be up. So
I had to talk to his manager about this. Pissing me off.
No, it's okay. Uncle Creepy's cool.
Yeah, but no, it's going to be a good fight in May. You know what I mean? Dustin Ortiz.
I don't know this Dustin Ortiz. I looked him up. I couldn't really see anything. I was looking at some other fighters today, and I'll talk to you off the air because I don't want to throw it out there and then all these promoters jump on it because I know how they all watch, but. No, they do, bro, because they fucking send me kind of fucking hate mail and shit about you. So I just keep that on the fucking DL.
Oh, great.
Well, yeah, everything. Like, everybody hates on everybody, bro. So, okay, last night you listened to the Not So Happy Hour. Our boy Joel Feldman said something, or Sunday night, said something about the ticket sales. You took with that. You took umbrage with that, did you not? But I'm just saying.
Yeah, a little bit.
So what I'm saying is promoters listen to my shit because I talk to the people in the game. So don't hate. You're a promoter. You're listening to my shit.
I'm not hating.
I'm just saying. All right.
I'm good.
Shout out to all the promoters. You know who you are. So anyway. All right. So what else? It's Tattoo Palace Fights 9. It's not May 5th. It's May 6th.
May 6th.
Okay. It's Friday night.
Friday night. Because you guys liked Friday night last time, so we'll try it again.
I'm not mad at any of the nights. I think it just makes it easier for people to get wasted after the fight because you don't have to be at work.
We need people to gamble.
Well, I don't know anything about that because here's the deal.
You go gamble. You need to go gamble.
I don't like to sit there and pull the stupid slot machine. It's so boring. How lame is that? I just walk through the casino and just look at these people that are like, are you just fucking worthless? Throw your money in the machine, pull this fucking arm, sit there and fucking chain smoke. I won that. Like, fuck, it's just so pathetic, bro. I'm sorry. I can't do it. Sports betting? Fuck, why can't we bet on the fights? You want me to come sit in this thing? Block this fucker. That's an ex-girlfriend. There's block this fucker, block this fucking. Well, I can't leave all the. But I know which ones are which when I put it.
Classic.
Yeah. So I knew that was going to happen eventually on our show. So I wanted to make sure that you got some comedic value so you could see which one of these fuckers calls.
That is classic.
Yeah. There's some really other colorful language that'll pop up that you're going to love. So there's some people that are, quote, my friends that have colorful names that I have on my iPhone for them.
Uh-oh.
And, you don't. You're just fucking Luke Howe.
All right.
I should put you in as Pasty Gangster, but
that'd be a cool name.
You are the Pasty Gangster, like John Stockton. That's where I originally got that from. John Stockton. He is the Pasty Gangster. But yeah, you're watching hoops and all that shit. NC2A tournament. Are you into that at all? Because I know you do the fantasy basketball.
I haven't really paid attention.
Oh, so you don't do a bracket or anything?
I didn't do a bracket this year.
Well,
I used to when I worked at the paper. I used to do brackets all the time.
Everybody does a bracket, I thought. I thought for sure you'd have a bracket.
No. I've been really busy, man. Just right after work, I get in the car, drive to Selma.
Right.
And I get home at 8:30 and take all the MMA calls that I can possibly do before, it's time to eat dinner and go to bed.
Right.
Do it all over again.
Right.
It's been crazy.
Okay. All right, so Tattoo Palace Fights 9, like I said, it's Friday night this time.
Yeah.
Why did we move the date?
From the 5th to the 6th? Uh-huh. They like the Friday, so
okay. More rooms?
No, I don't think there's more rooms. I think there's less rooms actually, but it's
No, I mean, did you sell more rooms because it's a Friday night?
I don't know if more rooms were available. I think there's less rooms on the weekend that are available.
It would make sense because that's when people are coming.
Yeah, but no, we just we sold out. We sold out for Tattoo Palace Fights, then we sold out for Bellator.
Bellator is insane.
Yeah,
I thought. I mean, I'm not mad at the tournament setting. I just think that they don't try to finish. They don't lay it on the line because they don't want to get hurt. That one cut, the whatever. They were kind of tentative. But all the undercard was unbelievable, so I got to give you props for that, for setting up the undercard.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
Holy shit, Spirit Wolf versus Hara. You disagree that it's the greatest fight in Tattoo Palace history?
No, I don't disagree.
You liked Eddie Yagan versus...
I was just saying that there's other good ones.
Yeah, no. Yeah. Right, you got your personal favorite, but in the short time that I've been in the game, that's the most memorable shit. Like, when they say, Mott's, what's the greatest fight you've ever seen? That's the one. That's what I'm going to say. Yeah. I mean, there's no doubt about it. I made a fucking highlight video, and the attorneys contacted me and made me take it down. So, what's up, Bellator?
That's gangster.
Well, they know who I am now, so I think that's pretty fucking cool. And they didn't sue me, so...
They just asked you politely to take it down?
Yeah, it was cool. So I took that shit down, and that was that. You can't shoot any video cage side, and I shot the whole fight, so I have the whole fight, period. Like, I wanted to shoot video because I thought to myself, well, what if it's like the Dangerous Steve Ramirez, where it's a 3-second fucking knockout? Like, really, how many of those in your whole life are you going to see? You know, it's something that's like different. So that's why I recorded Herrick, because you know, I manage Herrick and whatnot, and I wanted to cover his fight. And then I'm a fan of Jamie Hara, so dude, that was just such a fucking amazing fight. And
I was really impressed with Herrick, even though he lost, to be honest with you.
Herrick is a gamer, and he was just been
really
beating himself up about the loss. And I mean, everybody gets caught. I mean, it is what it is. He's a little he was upset that Bender didn't make weight, and you know, his quote lack of professionalism. Which, I mean, I'm not a professional cage fighter, but like, if these are the fucking hurdles and you got to fucking go over these hurdles just like I do, well, fuck you if you're not going over the last hurdle, making that weight. So I get that and whatnot.
But he made weight
eventually, or it was just at we got that pound.
He made weight.
So he had to go cut afterwards.
Yeah, he went.
Okay.
He went and cut the weight and came back.
So he makes the weight.
Yeah.
On a second try. So that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
The deal is, I don't know why fighters have to come out and touch gloves.
You don't have to.
I understand that, but it's like he comes out, Bender comes out, he wants to touch gloves with Herrick, and Herrick shakes his hands off. So then fucking Bender gets that smile on his face, like, okay, motherfucker, or whatever. But it's like, I can appreciate that shit. I don't think you guys need to touch gloves once you get in the cage. You've been in the cage. Are you getting back in the cage by any chance? Is that going to ever happen?
I don't know, man. It's too difficult. Too much stuff going on.
Right, you can't dedicate the hours of training.
Yeah, no,
because you know what it takes to do it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do it.
Because you've been there.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do it half-ass either. So
okay, because you don't want to embarrass yourself.
No,
I know, because that shit's gonna be on video.
But I don't think fighters need to touch gloves in the start of the fight, as long as they shake hands after the fight. I'm all good with that.
Exactly, or even before the fight and whatnot.
It's kind of opposite to there was a Lemoore wrestling coach, Coach Kent Olson, and at a dual meet, our wrestlers will come out and they'll do a face-off. All the wrestlers, there's like 14 weight classes, and they would shake their opponent's hand. This is before the match even starts.
Okay.
And then they go back, and then they'll start the matches. And when they come out to wrestle before the round, they shake each other's hands, and then as a custom at the end they shake each other's hands again. And then normally the wrestlers go across the corners and they shake the coach's hands, etc. So it's this big old thing. Well, the Lemoore coach used to tell his kids, after a match, if you don't feel like it, you don't have to go shake the coach's hands. You know what I mean? But his philosophy was, we do so much handshaking and stuff like that before each match, etc. He was like, if a kid doesn't want to shake hands at the end of the match, then they shouldn't have to. They've been respectful. They've shaken their opponent's hand
at the beginning.
And he said as a coach, I don't want a kid that's going to come across the cage and just slap my hand because he's mad because he lost, or he's crying because he's upset because he lost, and just slap my hand or not shake my hand properly, look me in the eye. He's all, if you're going to come across the mat and shake my hand, I want a firm handshake and you to look me in the eye and shake my hand. You know what I mean? And there was a lot of people used to call those kids unsportsmanlike, and it was a big old deal for a long time, And I remember when I worked at the newspaper, I wrote a big old article about the whole handshaking thing, because there's only 2 teams in the state that didn't shake hands after matches, and it was a team from San Diego and Lemoore.
All right, yeah, it seems to run with some of the. I guess those guys were from San Bernardino. I don't really like that one camp. What camp is the one that Mike Aurelio's out of?
The Hitman fight team thing, I think.
Is that what? Well, they always wear Hitman gear.
Yeah. I think I think that's what it's called.
They fought the same card. He fought on the same card you did in Gladiator Challenge.
Yeah, he fought Mike.
Yeah, he fought just Mike Martinez. And I'm really excited about that. You keep pumping up Gerald Harris versus Anthony Ruiz and fucking.
I'm pumping them all up, man.
Uncle Creepy and whatnot. I have not seen the fucking Jesse Bowen and Bad Brad shout out.
Come on, bro. It's on there.
Dude,
look on their pages. They're on there.
Bad Brad's a funny little fucker, bro. I like him a lot. I think he's good people. I like Bad Brad. Is that you? Okay.
Jamie Yeager and Alan Juban's going to be nasty.
Well, I don't even know because I've only
Spirit
seen
Wolf.
15 seconds of
Spirit Wolf and
Spirit Wolf and whatever.
George
Doesn't even
Lopez
matter.
is going to be nasty. All those fights are going to be
I don't
good,
know
man.
about that. Now, what's going to be my problem with Spirit Wolf is, can you live up to fucking the Jimmy Hara fight? But no, before that, the Billy Evangelista, like, he fucking gave Billy Evangelista everything.
Watch all of his fights. Most of his fights are on YouTube, man. Check them out.
Yeah, I didn't even know he was from here, bro.
Yeah, he's good.
I didn't even know he was from here.
Here where?
He's from Fresno. He's a Fresno fucking native. It says that shit on fucking Wikipedia.
Oh, okay. Yeah. But I
didn't know that.
Yeah, he lives in San Diego now.
Well, yeah, I know he lives in San Diego now. But I think it's, is it the Table Mountain tribe?
I'm not positive.
I'm not either. I'd like to know. I need to get him on the fucking show. Fuck the dumb shit. I need to get a hold of him. So
We'll do that.
Up.
Well, next week.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
I haven't never talked to Spirit Wolf, and I'm a big fan. Like, his record's trash, but that's irrelevant. It's like, so was Minnow Man. He was like 0-8.
Yeah.
And I like Minnow Man. I wonder if he's alive.
You want to call Dustin Ortiz now?
I want to call Minnow Man.
I don't have his number, dude.
Okay.
You got to do something with that Greg Jackson stuff right there. Popped up on your screen.
Craig Jackson.
Yeah, you called Greg Jackson.
Did?
This is Dustin Ortiz, okay? Don't mess up his name.
Dustin Ortiz. I didn't get iced tea.
Hello.
Hey, Dustin Ortiz, it's Mott's from Cage Radio. You're on with Jeremy Lukow and I on the Real MMA Hour. How are you, my man?
Pretty good. How's it going out there?
It's going damn good. Now, tell me about where you're calling from and what fight camp you're with for everybody out there that's watching right now.
What's that again?
What fight camp are you with?
Nashville Mixed Martial Arts in Tennessee.
Okay, so tell me about the Tennessee mixed martial arts scene. I mean, it seems like there's a fight every single weekend, multiple fights out here in California. You can go up and down the state. What's the fight scene out there like?
It's kind of hard, actually. It's kind of hard to get fights out here, especially as your record goes up. It's hard to find guys.
Okay.
And that's kind of where everybody's looking, is to get out west right now, because that kind of seems to be the place to go from our point of view.
Okay, now let's talk a little bit about some of the shows that are in your area, because I know that I'm assuming that the pay is going to be significantly higher out here on the West Coast than it is in your area. Can you talk a little bit about that? How many shows are in your area?
Honestly, the shows out here in this area, they're really local and they're real small. They bring in local crowds, and the bigger shows that do come out here, they feature bigger guys. So for a flyweight, for a littler guy, it's going to be really hard to get on to a really big show as a 125er. So going out west, that's where it seems all the good flyweight guys are. And the pay is definitely going to be a lot better out there.
All right, now take me through it. What do you walk around at?
I walk around at about 140, 145 on a good day.
Okay.
A good day would be 145.
All right, now obviously I've seen your opponent fight on multiple occasions. What do you know about your opponent?
I know that he's, as soon as I got the call that they offered the fight, of course, go look him up, see what he's about, and he's well-rounded, man. He's a fighter. He's good at every aspect. He's got some stand-up, he's got some wrestling, he's got some jiu-jitsu, and he's got a gas tank like no other. So he's a well-rounded fighter for sure.
Kind of take us through a little bit about your training and the camp that you work with, and some of the guys that you've trained with out there.
I train at Nashville Mixed Martial Arts. in Nashville, Tennessee. And basically the training, is we do jiu-jitsu in the morning, we got strength and conditioning in the afternoon, and we do stand-up at night. And we pretty much run, a nonstop 6 to 8 week, if we can get it, fight camp. And we try to bring in guys, from surrounding camps, whoever we can get out here to pretty much help with the guy who's got the fight coming up. So I just recently got back from San Diego working with Dominic Cruz and his camp, so I got to look at how the big guys do it out there, and just kind of bring some of that back and work it into what I like to do.
Were you able to make it out for the tough tryouts?
I was, yeah. I actually ran into Ian out there and got to introduce myself and say hi to him, and he, introduced ourselves, and he's a really nice guy, and it was a good experience out there, actually.
So how do you introduce yourself? Hi, I'm the guy that's going to beat your ass, or like, how does that go down, my man?
Actually, I was just coming off the elevator, and he was going in, and I honestly didn't even recognize him at first. He's got, this little crazy mustache going on, and like Dustin Ortiz, and I kind of turned around, like somebody was calling me out, and he's like, "Hey, I'm Ian," and he was cool, man. It wasn't anything, I don't really hold grudges against any of my opponents until they give me a reason to. So it was all right.
Kind of talk about the tough experience a little bit. How'd that go for you?
It went good, It was definitely an experience, that's for sure. A lot of waiting around, but when it was go time, it was go time. I made it, all the way through to the interview part, and basically they just let me know that I was a little bit too small for what they're looking for, and so that's pretty much how that went.
All right, fantastic. Now, you said it's tough for you to find fights at $125. How hard is it to find opponents to roll around with that are the lower weight classes? Like, what are the guys that you're training with? What kind of weight are you giving up to those guys?
It's even harder to find training partners.
Okay.
I actually brought in a few wrestlers from my high school and the local college. They got 125, 135 guys up there that they actually, have good lower guys, and that's really a harder thing is to find training partners. The ones that I do have, I'm easily giving up about 40 pounds daily, and that's probably what's, that in itself is just pushing me to be better in every aspect, really.
Okay, so if it's tough to find him fights at 25, are you fighting up a weight class? Are you fighting at 35 and 45 just to take fights out there on the in your area?
Actually, I was when I was amateur. I was actually, fighting. My second amateur fight, I fought 45, and the rest of them were pretty much at 35. But when I turned pro, I wanted to take it a little bit more serious, and so I was only taking 25-pound fights.
Okay, so we're looking forward to you coming out to the Tattoo Palace. You ever been out to California?
He just said he got back from San Diego, dude.
Oh, he did? What did I miss that?
Yeah, I've been out there. I've been to a few UFCs.
Okay.
I've been out there twice to train with Dominic, and I've never been out there to fight, so it'll be my first fight out in California, so I'm definitely excited for that.
Yeah, you did say Dominic Cruz. My bad. I forgot all about that. So, all right, man.
It's all good.
So, coming out to Cali, it's $125. It's a long way from home. Obviously, I believe it's going to be on MMA Junkie. Is that correct or no?
No, that's not correct.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was told there's going to be a live stream somewhere, but I'm not exactly sure.
Go Fight Live?
No, it'll be on Sherdog.
Oh, snap. So we've changed allegiances. We've changed brands. Breaking news. We have changed brands from MMA Junkie to Sheer Dog. So make a note that the fight is not on May 5th. It's on May 6th and is now being broadcast on Sheer Dog. Does that mean I have to be nice to Jeff? Don't say that. Don't say that because I won't be. I still won't be. Dodgers suck, by the way. I just thought I'd throw that out there. Anyway, the Sheer Dog guy's a Dodger fan. But anyway, I'm looking forward to you coming out here and whatnot. I'm going to have to do some research and whatnot. I haven't seen any of your fights, but I've seen Uncle Creepy mix it up. Take me through it. How do you think this fight is going to go down? Because I don't know if you got to see the Juicer De Silva fight, but basically he put the body triangle on him and tried to get the rear naked choke, and Ian defended that the entire first round, and then he just he had a pretty amazing sprawl and whatnot, keeping Juicer from taking him down, and just gave him the business on the feet. How's your stand-up?
My stand-up, I actually come from a wrestling background. I wrestled all through high school, and then I went straight into mixed martial arts. And my stand-up is what I've been working on the most, is because that's what that's where I struggled coming in from wrestling.
Okay.
Jiu-jitsu was just, completely natural flow, like every single day. And so it's coming along. It's definitely what I've been working on for about 3 years now.
Okay.
Since I've started. So, I'm improving every single day in every aspect. So my stand-up, I don't see is going to be any type of problem. It's gonna be a fight, that's for sure. He's got a gas tank, and that seems to be my strongest point, is taking guys the distance and just completely wearing them out and completely going and pushing the fight. That's what I like to do, and definitely going to be a war, that's for sure.
Have you been able to do any work with Roddy Ferguson?
Actually, Rodney came up to the gym. He's been up there a few times and ran practice and gave us some great pointers. He hasn't been out there in a little while, but I rolled with him the very first time he ever came up to the gym, but he's a little bit too big for me. So.
I was just thinking that he's a great speaker and stuff as well. Has he been able to give you kind of any motivational talks or things of that nature, and see how he's helped with maybe your strength and conditioning or diet, anything like that?
Yeah, he hasn't actually one-on-one, talked to me about strength and conditioning or diet or anything like that, but he did come up and, he put on a seminar and gave us all a good motivational speech and talked to us just about the fight career and his career and, having goals and things along that line. But nothing too personal with a workout plan or anything like that.
All right. Well, fantastic. Well, my man, we're looking forward to you coming out here, Tachi Palace, May 6th. Obviously, it's going to be streamed live on Sheer Dog, so your friends and family will be able to see you beat some ass. Anybody you want to shout out before we let you go tonight?
Yeah, I just want to thank the Tachi Palace for giving me this opportunity. All my friends and family out here in Tennessee, we're all excited for this fight and can't wait. Nashville MMA, Franklin Athletic Club, everybody that's helping me out here, I appreciate it. I appreciate the interview, guys.
All right, my man. We look forward to seeing you out here in action. Take care.
All right, take it easy.
All right, brother. All right, there you have that. Pretty well-spoken guy. I like that guy.
Yeah, I told you, man. I do good work. I do good research.
These 25ers, they're really mean in the fucking cage. They're awful nice on the microphone. I'm still a fucking mongoose guy, though. I like the mongoose, bro. I'm not going to hate.
Yeah.
I need to get the mongoose on here. I really wanted to hear from fucking Ian what the fuck was up. So, Uncle Creepy, that was horseshit. We're going to have to fucking deal with you at another time.
Yeah, we'll talk to his manager.
I'm going to fucking have to shave the mustache or something. There will have to be some sort of facial hair punishment will have to be. I don't know. You're going to shave Cage Radio or something in the side of your fucking face for the fight or something. But, all right. So, The 25ers are super duper exciting. I've always liked the 45ers, 35s, 45s. The Tub Show coming up. Obviously, a lot of people. I was on Facebook. I think Hit Boy was trying to make 145 or something. I read someplace. I can't. I'm not completely sure about that. Yeah, I think he was.
You better cut both his legs off and his arms
That's what
too.
I was gonna say. Did you see that wrestler I had on my website that he only has one leg?
That was Robles, dude. He's the real deal. NCAA champ,
Bro, he's a fucking Raider fan first and foremost, bro. And that's all I gave a fuck about. When he said I was a diehard Raider fan, I was like, oh.
He's got a Raider tattoo.
So do I. I just can't show you mine. Yeah, I got mine, bro. Trust me.
Robles is the real deal, man.
Big fan of that dude. So
Yeah, definitely.
I was just thinking, this is fucked up because my thinking is fucked up. I totally agree. But like, is it? Well, I can't say it's an unfair advantage because Homeboy doesn't have a leg. But like, how much weight is the leg? That's what I thought.
No. You're right. You're right.
A leg is like how much weight?
Could you just see if you watch the match? You like compare their upper bodies. And
Yeah.
like,
Well, yeah.
One,
the upper
one
body,
dude looks
I
like
get
an
that.
85-pounder, and the other guy, the other guy looks like a 25-pounder.
Yeah, I know. I
Yeah,
saw
yeah.
that.
But he is wrestling without a leg.
Yeah, I know. So I was like, it's a coin toss.
Yeah,
Is that
yeah,
an
yeah.
advantage or a disadvantage?
Oh.
I'm trying to remember what the hell the fucking golfer's name was. There was a golfer that was on the PGA Tour, and he sued for the right. He only had one leg, and he wore I guess he was going to lose his leg or something, and he sued for the right to be able to have a golf cart. And I don't think he made it. Golf's a brutal sport out on fucking tour. That's a tough way to make a living.
They said no go, huh?
Well, they gave it to him because he sued his way, but the bottom line is you got a golf cart, et cetera, and so forth. That's not going to help your score at all, period. That's just all there is to it. You can either swing a club or you fucking can't, and that's that.
Yeah.
And, I mean, I don't know. Let's just not talk about golf because I get too fucking wound up about that.
And I know nothing about it.
It's okay. You should play golf and whatnot, Pasty. You should fucking be out there on the fucking links.
You should go play with Jacob. Jacob plays golf.
Oh, that would be super tight.
The man, yeah.
That would be super tight. I would love to, and I got his wedding invitation.
Oh, you got a wedding invitation too?
It's over there, yeah.
Did you send in your RSVP yet?
No, I haven't even opened it. I'm gonna fucking open that son of a bitch.
I'm gonna let
I
him
gotta
know.
send that shit. Well, no, I'll send that shit in. But yeah, so
It looks like you need to send your cell phone bill in too.
no, that's the internet. So yeah, I
Okay.
need to do that too. That's where all the bills go. And then
There's a lot of them over there.
well, yeah, they fucking stack up, and then I fucking pay them, and then they go out and whatnot. It's called fucking, money and fucking bills. So yeah, that's a whole pile of the bills. Yeah. So anyway, what the fuck was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I gotta fucking send that in for sure. So shout out to the man. I'd love to go play with fucking Jacob and fucking It's All Goodman because I know
Goodman.
I know,
Dude, you didn't hear the new Goodman story?
Oh, dude, break it.
Call
down.
him right now.
Dude. We can't.
You gotta
do
ask him
that.
his golf. You gotta ask him about his golf story.
He's gonna break down a golf story for me.
He's got a good golf story for you. He might not answer.
Well, fuck if I'm calling. He's fucking not.
Make sure you tell him he's on the air before he starts saying all
It's all
sorts of crazy-
Goodman.
Before he starts talking all crazy.
Hi, it's Richard Goodman from the Tachi Thomas Fund.
That means he's texting.
Give your
Dude.
name and number, and I'll get back to you as soon as I
Okay,
can.
I'm gonna leave him a message on the air. All right, Goodman, it's Mods and the project, and we wanted to hear your fucking golf story, but since I'm not Bloody Mayhem and you won't pick up my fucking call because I don't have, like, the secret bat line number, then the project's pasty fingers are going to text you right now. Good night now. All right, so, no, I think that would be a pretty good damn time. I think we would be too fucking drunk to finish, to be quite honest with you. Because I don't drink when I play golf, and I'm super hyper competitive. Like, fuck you guys. Like, I won't even I won't even ride in the same golf cart with those cocksuckers. I'll fucking hate the shit out of them. I won't even be able to sleep the night before. I swear to God, like, I cannot.
Jacob's good, dude.
I don't care. Bullshit. Dude.
Jacob's gonna put
bullshit.
Jacob's gonna put hands on you, golf style.
Whatever, bro. The
serious.
man. Bro, this is not.
The man's good.
Okay, the man's good. He probably has a lot of time and whatnot for.
He almost made the senior PGA.
Dude, he's not old enough to make the fucking senior PGA. What the fuck? Old decrepit ass Jacob fucking on the PGA. Senior PGA. That's fucked up. But no, I'll fucking play those guys. But I'm just telling you, I'm fucking hyper competitive. It's like the tattoo on my leg is Ben Hogan. He once said, I play games with friends, but we don't play friendly games. And that's exactly the way I roll. It's like,
Try calling this dude again. I bet you was just texting.
I bet you he's just hating.
If it goes to voicemail again.
Hating is a habit.
Man.
Hating.
Dude, he might be on his way to Seattle.
Hating.
He might be on his way to
yeah, he's always on a fucking plane and whatnot.
Yeah, he's on his way to
It could
Seattle.
be on an airplane.
He's going to watch Mikey.
Oh, yeah. And Mikey had the picture of the plane that he was on with the fucking jet propeller out the window and whatnot. It's pretty gnarly. So, all right. I think you got to leave, don't you?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, so basically, I want to thank...
Tickets go on sale the end of this week.
Oh, yeah, let's talk about that for a second. Do you have the entire card, or we're going to break that down next week, or what?
I mean, I have the entire card. I don't have it in front of me, so I might...
We got Gerald Harris and fucking Ruiz.
Yes, we do.
Uncle Creepy versus Dustin Ortiz.
Yep.
What else?
Efren Escudero and Fabricio Camões.
Oh, that's right. But that's not for a belt or anything.
No, it's not for a belt.
Okay. Are there any title shots?
Just Isaac and Rusmir.
Okay. For the buck 45 strap.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's going to be an interesting deal. Rusmir had a solid 25 seconds of work in the cage at Gladiator Challenge to Bubba. I just thought I'd mix that in. Bowen versus Bad Brad.
Yes.
Oh, shit. Just Mike Martinez versus James, the Terminator Chaney.
Dr. Jekyll.
We call him Creepy James Chaney, but he doesn't like that. So if you can go with Uncle Creepy, why can't he be fucking Creepy James Chaney?
I don't know.
We gave him that before there was Uncle Creepy. So now we really can't give him Creepy because that would be like biting Uncle Creepy's name. So.
Cole Escovedo and Tommy Vargas.
Escovedo.
Yep.
Oh, wee. And can we release the Cody Gibson bout yet? Or is that not happening?
Yeah, Cody Gibson.
Well, I know Cody Gibson's happening.
Yeah, and whatever his name is.
It's in it, Weil.
I don't know how to say his first name.
Yeah, I think it's Weil.
Watson.
The Gazelle Watson, who I had on my show. So I don't know if he was fighting Ed 9mm Radcliffe. I thought that was happening.
No, he was fighting. He was supposed to fight Ed West, but he pulled out of that.
Oh, was it Ed West?
Yeah.
My bad. What did I say?
Radcliffe.
Radcliffe. Where the fuck did I get Radcliffe from, bro? Fucking I'm thinking about the Giants and shit. Fucking Radcliffe Stadium and whatnot. Will Clark, like back in the day, bro. Fuck. Jack Clark. Fucking dude is on back in the day, dude. I love the Giants, dude.
Good night now.
No, fucking. But basically, May 6th, huge card. We'll break it all down. I guess I'm going to have to get another table and we'll bring everybody over to the fucking lab to do our picks this time. But I don't know. We need to do something about the picks. There needs to be like a serious fucking contest. And I got to figure out how to put that shit together, put that in the works. But we need a contest to go with our picks and whatnot.
All right.
And W making Lauren's picks for her this time.
I didn't. She picks for herself.
Okay. And Irvin didn't test positive.
She didn't pick Irvin.
Okay. I'm just saying. Just saying. I know for sure that she lost 2 fights on that card. I know that she lost Ulysses and Juicer because she was fucking heartbroken that Juicer lost.
No, I think she would have picked Mongoose for that one.
I doubt it. Oh,
No,
yo, wait. You're right. I take that back. You're exactly right.
I think she would have picked Mongoose because
I told her to.
Ulysses because Ulysses changed his walkout music.
I think she would have picked the Mongoose because I told her to. But she picks all her own stuff.
No, because Ulysses changed his walkout music, and as soon as she
What was it? I forget.
I don't remember, but it used to be Bieber. It used to be.
Oh Christ! No, he didn't do Bieber.
Yeah, the previous couple fights that he won, it was Bieber, and she said when he changed it, then he was gonna lose, and he changed it, and he lost. So I think she would have went with the Mongoose for that, just on that principle.
Holy shit! I can't even. Well,
It's funny how girls think, right?
No, because I kind of think the same way. When I was at, I can't remember. I think it was Gladiator Challenge. Everybody that came out to, it was So You Think You Can Fight. Everybody that came out to LL Cool J won. So, and Phil the Pain Collins always comes out to Cool J. So,
but he got beat by Alessio, so he didn't win.
Yeah, but like his son, he did good.
I think we can close it on that note.
Yeah, so, all right, for the project, for Mott's, Tattoo Palace Fight tickets go on sale this week. Is it outside?
Outside.
Oh, snap, it's outside. Tickets start at?
$30.
Oh, snap, and we can have a shitload of people there, so.
Yeah.
All right, next week, we got anybody special on the show? Spirit Wolf?
Yeah, we'll get Spirit Wolf.
We'll get fucking Spirit Wolf. We'll try to get Uncle Creepy.
No.
Oh, he's banned?
Else. We'll get someone else. He's done.
Okay, he's banned. You're
We'll get
fucking
someone.
banned, dude.
No, he's not banned, but we'll get someone else for next week.
Love Uncle Creepy. All right, so I'm fired up about it, bro.
All right.
All right, so we're going to close it on that shit for the project, for Mott. I want to thank Eddie at Visalia MMA Gear and Josh at Vanquish Sports. For Barry Bonds, good night.